Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane.
What is going on, guys? My name is 4G. So today I want to talk about Chapter 3, as I have been for the last couple videos, and that's because there's so much to talk about with Fortnite Chapter 3, so many different teasers. I mean, even down to the more recent and actually a lot more credible, of course, Cypher PK and Tabor Hill teasers. Basically, the whole teaser at the end of them talking about their video was "see you on the flip side." So essentially, of course, you know, you've probably already seen many videos talking about this, but they're basically talking about how somehow something is on the other side of this world, of the island. Now, originally, I had no idea what this truly meant. Of course, I mean, no one other than Epic Games and I guess Cypher PK and Tabor Hill, nobody knows for sure, but my idea of it was basically like the Astro Jack skin. If you guys remember, or if you have that skin, this is how it looks, and it has the Chapter 2 map on one side, and then on the flip side of it has the Chapter 1 map. Now, of course, that's probably just something they wanted for the cosmetic. They just wanted it to look cool, but I don't know. Epic Games plans these seasons out years in advance at this point. I mean, if you ever look at Donald Mustard's tweets or whatever, recently he talked about how there is so much planned for the next few years, things we won't even see for years that is already planned. You don't think that they already planned all this stuff even 2 years ago at this point? There's no way they haven't. This is all planned out, and I can imagine something like this being teased all the way back in Chapter 2 Season 2, and it was just sitting there in front of our face this entire time. I mean, of course, everyone talked about it in the beginning. They're talking about because it was the old map. The Chapter 1 Season 3 map specifically, which is one of the most classic versions of the original map. It's just sitting on that globe, basically, on the total opposite side of the Chapter 2 map. And I know that people are going to say things like, well, Donald Mustard has already come out and said that the island that we know, the Chapter 2 island, is just a reimagined version, a reformed version of the Chapter 1 map. And yeah, that is true, but we're talking about Fortnite with the 0 point. The 0 point has infinite realities. You don't think that a Chapter 1 map still exists in some reality out there? I really do think that that is the case. The cool thing in my idea of this is it could be a slightly different version than we remember. There's slightly different POIs. It's the same map, the same design, but it's a combination of new and old POIs. Places like Tilted Towers finally returning, Paradise Palms, Pleasant Park can't leave, so we gotta leave it there, you know? But instead of having certain POIs, I don't know, add some other brand new ones that we've never seen before. I think that that would be so interesting and so great, along with mechanics like swimming and cars, things that we see in Chapter 2, except for fire. I really don't like fire. Fire was the worst decision they've ever made. But anyways, moving forward, things like that. Imagine things like the vaults throughout the different POIs. Imagine things like that on the Chapter 1 map. I think that would be so cool to see. It would make that map feel completely brand new. And regardless, we haven't played on it in 2 years. It would bring back so many people, even if it was just close, somewhat close to the original, and it wasn't even exact. It would bring a lot of people who don't play the game back, and I just personally think it would just be so much fun. Either that, or it'd be nice if we could see with this brand new chapter, they scrapped the idea of just having one map, because, I mean, think about it. If we had 3 maps with 3 chapters, that'd be so much better than having just one map. I know with the storyline, it might not work, other than the whole idea of infinite realities. Maybe somehow we're going to a different loop. I don't know how that would work exactly, but I mean, it could happen. I mean, think of it this way. A long time ago, a lot of people forget about this tweet, but Donald Mustard basically talked about how his favorite show was Dark, which is the Netflix show, of course, and it's about time. The main thing at the very beginning of that show is it's all connected. That's the one thing. Everything is connected, basically. And what they mean by that, in the show at least, is all these time periods are all happening all at once. So it's not just happening. It's all basically a loop. It's so confusing for me to explain, because I do kind of understand. I don't entirely understand it myself, but I somewhat understand it, and it's pretty interesting. I did watch the first season, and it was pretty great. But relating that to Fortnite, what if the Chapter 1 time period, Chapter 2, and Chapter 3 all happen at once, pretty much? I'm not saying you would choose the map like exactly how it is. Have it similar to Apex, where they swap out the maps every however many hours or whatever it is. I don't know, something like that. The 0 point changes its direction of where it's trying to send loopers. I don't know, some interesting things. But going back to the Astro Jack thing, if we're just talking about having just one map still, I think that what's going to happen is this current island is going to be destroyed, and we're going to be forced to go to the flip side, which could be somehow a completely uninhabited version of the Chapter 1 island that we've actually never seen. Even though it will look very familiar, it won't entirely be what we remember. But anyways, this video was all over the place, but I still wanted to talk about this stuff, just going a little ramble basically. If you guys enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you're new here and you like Fortnite videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comment section what you guys would like to see. Would you like to see the old map return? Would you like to see a new map, or maybe even both, like I said earlier? Regardless, if you guys would like to support me, make sure to use code YouTube. It's forging the Fortnite item shop. I do get a small portion of that sale if you do use my code. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.